Just put your high covers on, don't defend. Just structure, okay? So, she's just covering. I'm hitting pretty hard. Nice hair. She's just covering. Put your covers back on. She's not doing kind of any real active defense in this moment in time. The punch that tends to knock people out is the one that they don't see. So when she's covering, sometimes you don't see punches if somebody's throwing it in a flurry. That's a problem if the hands are up and out in the way. There's all kinds of space and gaps for punches to be filled with. With a high cover structure, it's not nearly as open to that. Doesn't mean something can't sneak through, but it's much less likely. So, if I've got to get somebody from 0 to 100 really fast to defend punches in a self-defense situation, I have them put on their helmet. They're looking to cover their head. People are most daunted by being hit in the head. People tend to head hunt. So, just defending a basic straight punch, if Amber's got her hands on her head, kind of base of her palm at where the hairline is, she's just looking to cover her chin. There. So if I'm punching straight down the middle, she has to move very little. If I go more crooked punches, more hook type punches, she's looking to cover this horseshoe from her temple around the back of the ear and down the jawline. So I'm here. So again, she doesn't have to move much, and she doesn't have to give up much. If she reads it wrong from here, so if I throw a jab but she reads cross, for example, and I'm throwing jab cross, she gets clobbered. From high covers, if she reads it wrong and I'm throwing jab cross, she doesn't give up anything. So taking somebody who's never had punches thrown at them before in their lives and getting them to this position relatively quickly is super important. Hey, what's up? This is Ryan with Aperture Fight Focus and Fit to Fight. I want to talk about a video that we released earlier this week on high covers, defending punches for self-defense context. It's been shared over 1,300 times. It has over 100,000 views. And after all of that, and after all the comments, and after several days for me to kind of read through them and reflect a little bit, I realized I made a really big mistake with that video. I gave the internet way too much credit. It's important to remember context, okay? If I teach a jab, for example, it would make no sense for now the comments to be, oh, but what about a cross? What about a kick? What about a takedown? What about a knife? What about we're just talking about a jab. Here, we're just talking about covering for self-defense. But let's address a few things. One of the comments that came up quite often was about throwing uppercuts. Okay, so if my hands are here and I'm covering and Amber goes to throw an uppercut, Amber goes to throw an uppercut, Amber goes to throw an uppercut, it's really not that big of a deal. If she throws an uppercut, I'm defending by bisecting my face. She's going to punch me in the elbow or the forearm. Okay? The reason she's wearing gloves, which is another comment, she's going to break her hand. So the gloves are for the puncher, not for the defender. Another comment we got a lot was for body shots. One thing that's happening is I'm not just bringing my hands up. Okay, I'm concaving my body a little bit. I'm going to roll my shoulders forward, which takes my defense forward and takes my body away. By the way, body shots aren't all that common in self-defense. Most people are daunted about being hit in the head because most people head hunt. And the context was self-defense. Not boxing, not Thai boxing, not MMA, none of that. But if she punches me to the body, okay? So if my hands are up in a high cover structure and she punches me to the body, she needs to change her level to punch me with anything that matters. If she changes her level, I see that and I change my level with her. Hook punches, same idea. The target that's viable is from my elbow to the top of my hip. So when she changes her level and I change mine, I cover that part that she's looking to hit. If she doesn't change her level to punch me to the body, then I will look to counterattack. Because I'm not worried about a body shot that has nothing behind it. And if she doesn't change her level, it's all arm. And in that instance, I will look to counter over the top. for her to do a good takedown, she needs to also change her level. So if I have a high cover structure and she goes to hit a takedown, I change my level, and now my hands are in position to make arm stops or double neckties or whatever it's going to be from here. Okay? So if she changes her level to tackle me, I mirror that movement. Maybe I hit arm stops from here and underhooks and whatever. I don't know. Kicks. We're in punch range. I'm not worried about her kicking me to the body from here. If she tries to kick me from here, I step inside. She's standing on one leg. Visibility. I see just fine, okay? I have no problem seeing anything. She can do whatever she wants to with her hands, and I can see what's happening, okay? My vision is not impaired at all. Under stress, people tend to get tunnel vision anyway. In terms of counterattacks, in terms of the context of what's happening here, I'm not going to just stand here and take punches. The whole idea is, maybe this is the situation, my hands are up, whatever, and then all of a sudden she decides to throw up 4 punches. Well, I'm going to look to get offensive as quickly as possible. The reason we showed the demo the way we did was just so you could see that if a lot of punches are coming, it doesn't take a whole lot to be able to defend them. But if her hands are out like this, and I start doing that with big flurries, it's a lot more likely that something's going to sneak in. I might take the first 1 or 2 here, and then I'm looking to defend. I'm looking to counter. I'm looking to get inside. If she throws, whatever she throws, I'm here, and then I'm looking to get on her. Okay, whether it's going to be clinching, whether it's going to be elbows, punches, maybe I crash the line here, look to get on her. But it's not going to be, I just cover punches. That makes no sense. Just like if we were teaching a jab, I'm not saying I'm only going to throw a jab. So understand that things are taught in isolation. Videos are taught in isolation. Because if I want somebody to get really good at this thing, then I show this thing. Or if I want somebody to understand this concept, then I show this concept. Yes, there's a lot more that goes on around it. We're teaching a thing, not all the things.
Hola, soy Silvia con Aperture y Fit to Fight. Vamos a revisar defensas estructurales. Entonces, lo que estoy buscando es crear una base sólida, una estructura sólida para recibir el impacto. Probablemente ya no lo pude defender, probablemente ya no lo pude esquivar. Lo que estoy buscando es recibir el golpe de la mejor manera posible. Entonces voy a estar quedando, mis manos van a estar arriba, lo único que estoy haciendo es llevar mi codo como si fuera mi nariz, extender mi nariz. Entonces eso es lo que estoy buscando. Cada vez que viene el golpe, busco crear esa estructura. Está apretado, estoy pegando mi bíceps a mi cara lo más apretada que pueda. Es lo mismo si viene por fuera, lo único que estoy haciendo es cambiar el ángulo. Ya no estoy simplemente yendo al centro, estoy cubriendo la parte donde va a ser el impacto del golpe. Gracias por vernos, soy Silvia, inténtenlo en casa.